You ever notice how being around someone helps you focus, but paradoxically, interacting with them kind of drains you? For lots of us with AuDHD, simply sitting quiet next to a friend, each doing your own thing, can suddenly make tasks that felt impossible alone start to feel a lot easier. Seeing people hanging out in a shared space but each doing their own thing might look a little odd to the outsider, but it's not antisocial. It's a phenomena known as parallel play. And for AuDHD brains, it's social connection without the sensory overload. So, let's take a look at it. Humans, welcome to AuDHD Bites. Let's get our teeth sunk in, shall we? Parallel play is basically where you hang out together with somebody, but both focus on your own thing. It's something which works for AuDHD folks because it meets both social and sensory needs at the same time. So let's look at why. ADHD thrives on accountability and shared momentum. Another person's presence can keep your brain engaged because the presence of another person creates a gentle accountability and an external focus which helps stabilize attention. Autism values calm, predictable environments, which parallel play is ideal for. The subtraction of preparing social scripts that are associated with other forms of socializing reduces sensory and social uncertainty. No forced small talk, no decoding social cues, social bliss. Together, the concept of parallel play creates a safe connection which doesn't feel crowded. Unfortunately, though, in a world that expects constant interaction, this kind of parallel play can often feel as though it's not enough. I mean, it looks kind of weird, right? Two or more people hanging out, but each doing their own thing. And it's this feeling that we might be perceived as weird that leads to performative socializing, masking, and sadly, more often than not, avoiding social spaces altogether. It's not a great feeling when you think you have to hide the way you naturally connect. But honestly, there's nothing wrong with needing connection to look different to the ways that we've been conditioned to believe is normal. So, you know where we're going. Let's reframe it. You don't need to perform connection for it to be real. Who? Me? You sure? 100%. In fact, just existing alongside somebody in a study session, co-working space or video call is socializing. Really? Is it now? Yeah. Truth is, you don't need tons of small talk or big plans to feel connected to friends and family. Simply being present in an environment of shared focus and mutual respect is a form of bonding. This is because your nervous system registers shared presence as connection, even without constant interaction. Yeah. I guess I hadn't thought of it that way. Yes, my friend, it's an absolute game changer. And it's absolutely okay if you connect through proximity and not conversation. That form of connection is valid and it is powerful. Okay, that is pretty cool, but tell me this, my ancient, wise, and may I say, handsome vampire friend, how exactly do we add parallel play into our social repertoire? A good question indeed, and I'm glad you asked, because yes, my human friends, it is strategy time. 1. Use body doubling intentionally. Body doubling is a form of parallel play where you schedule some time with a family member or a friend to deliberately work quietly alongside each other. This works because a shared presence boosts focus through accountability, whilst also meeting your needs for low-pressure connection. 2. Communicate your style. In low-pressure settings like friendships, study sessions, or co-working, let people know that I like working alongside people rather than chatting, because it helps me focus. Setting that expectation with open communication removes the pressure to perform socially. This makes it easier to stay regulated and actually enjoy the connection. 3. Name it and normalize it. When you notice yourself focusing better beside somebody, acknowledge it. This works for me. The more you recognize and accept it, the less it feels weird, and the easier it becomes to show up without masking. Most importantly, my human friends, remember, connection doesn't have to mean conversation. It can just mean shared presence, because your brain feels safety in being alongside others and not performing for them. Wow! I mean, that's literally blown my mind. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. And folks at home, if you ever feel guilty for preferring quiet company to active conversation, you're not alone. Parallel play is your brain's version of community, calm, steady, and genuine. So let's help each other normalize it. This has been AuDHD Bites, Goth Brain guidance for ADHD, Autism, and AuDHD. If this episode has been useful, click the like, subscribe, and drop a bat emoji in the comment section so that I know who I'm talking to. As always, thank you so much for watching and supporting my neurodivergent-led efforts. Until next time, bye humans!